Thank you all for your engagement in my channel. It really, really means a lot to me. And yeah, let's make this 2024 an exclusive FINOWA FRANS banger year for channel content. Let's make this year together. Yeah, from me to you, it's fucking cool. Hey, I'm taking a walk. I'm going for a walk, and there's nothing you can do. I'm gonna use my hands, and I'm gonna use my mind. That was bad religion. A walk. It's minus 20 here today in the southernmost part of Finland. I wish the camera picked up on just how light blue everything is, because of course, like, the cameras do their own AI, the phones do their own AI thing where they, you know, color correct everything. So it really isn't dark like it looks like. Everything is like this light shade of light shade of blue. And I was talking to my kids about this today because I was observing it yesterday in the car. I was like, you know what? When it's really cold, snow really isn't white, because everything turns this into this really light shade of blue, and it's gorgeous. And that's how you know that it's cold outside, is when it looks blue. Because when it's closer to zero, then, you know, it's sort of like drab, gray and stuff. But this is awesome. So anyway, I mean, I live in Finland. I'm Finnish. I'm from here. I grew up, actually. That's our house over there. And it's really slippery with these fucking Doc Martens. But I grew up in a house that is like past that hill. So give it a couple of kilometers that way is my childhood home, where I first started making my YouTube videos and everything. So I grew up here, loved it, was happy like a pig in shit, as they say. Gotta put my glove back on. Then anxiety started creeping into my life. You know, I thought that, hey, if I escape this place, then I'll be happier. So I moved into a city, got worse. Moved into a bigger city, got way worse. Fell in love, found a family, moved back here, never been happier. So I'm just taking you guys for a walk today. It's really beautiful now. I mean, this is minus 20, so we've had this for a while now. And typically, Finnish winters are cold-ish, or, you know, cold, but not like freezing cold for the most part. I mean, this is the winter that we love to, you know, put in our little PR speeches about Finnish winter. It's very cold. I mean, it's long and it's dark, but a lot of the time the weather or the temperature can hover around, you know, a few degrees Celsius, depending on where in Finland you are. I mean, we're at the very southernmost coast, so we get the warmest weather a lot of the time. Well, yeah. But every winter you do get a solid few weeks at least of, you know, cold and gorgeous snow. And this is the best part of the winter to me. And I wouldn't trade these views. Sorry if I'm fumbling with my phone. I wouldn't trade these views for summer or any other fucking thing. I have a lot of friends and people I know who are Finnish, born and raised here, who are like, oh, I hate the winter, I can't wait for summer. And I'm like, what the fuck did you ever, wait, how did you grow up? Because I'm so conditioned to having 4 very distinct seasons that I couldn't imagine even losing one. I'm such a friggin' nature hippie lover that, you know, everything that I see around me in nature is just awe-inspiring to me. I don't get a sense of like awe or transcendence even from anything man-made. I can't go to a fucking cathedral and be like, wow, it's so beautiful. I don't care. I'm not impressed by what man can build. Man can do lots of dumb shit when man puts time into it. But nature is like things that I can just, you know, I take a walk here and I'm like, oh, look at these snow crystals. Look at what they, this is like everyday magic to me. So right now I'm heading to this little lake of mine. I have a little Overwatch place there, which I sometimes lay on and just look at the lake, and the sun is setting. So we'll be getting some nice skies in a bit. But see you there. That's actually where I filmed the System of a Down Forest cover video that I made a couple of years ago. So anyway, put the phone in the pocket. I am approaching the lake now. It's a little tiny lake. It's called Cannon. Up there are some concealed hills that I never knew about until I, as I said, moved back here. After living for 20 years out here, there were secrets hidden within there that I was never privy to. And I just discovered them a while back while rediscovering my childhood hangs. So we're gonna move back from the actual ice here and just start walking along the lake to get to some pretty chill spots. Yeah. My legs are made for this weather, by the way. I have long legs and they're awkward, especially when I'm drumming, because I always have a hard time setting up my kit because my arms are so much shorter. Everyone's arms are shorter than their legs. Yeah, but in like, what's it called? In not perspective, but you know what I'm saying? It's a little bit of whatever. So, but for walking in snow, long legs are great. And also, I'm pretty good with cold. Otherwise, I like it when it's cold enough to hurt. Okay, I like it when weather hurts. Basically, the more stimulus I feel at any point, because of very, very intense ADHD, so the more stimulus my body feels, my skin feels, the more at peace I am. So when it's really cold, my body's like, yeah, finally something to do. We gotta fucking battle the cold to keep us alive. And you know, and when it's this cold, you need to constantly like fidget with your fingers so they don't freeze, okay? And actually, I'm not even wearing a glove on this hand because I'm crazy. But yeah, so I like it when it's this cold. But then adversely, when it's hot, when it's warm, when it's like more than like 25 degrees Celsius is already like too hot for me, at least until I get used to it. And I just sort of shut down and become really lethargic. So I'm not at all into heat and warmth. I'm gonna wide angle this a bit so you get some epic camera shots maybe here. And you know what? When I'm making this video, my favorite part about thinking about who's gonna watch this is, for example, dude from Bolivia, L666K, I think. It's like, to me, define an exotic place. Well, to me, that would be someplace like Bolivia, you know? Like, I don't know, like Thailand? What, like 1 in every 3 Finnish people go there for like a vacation every year. Places in Africa, I've seen a few in nature documentaries, but Bolivia, that to me is so out there. It feels insane that we're on the same globe. So for you watching in Bolivia, for example, I might be uninformed, but I don't think you have weather like this in Bolivia, for example. And so to me, it's just really cool. I'm so enthusiastically sharing. Yeah, check out this weather, by the way, that we have over here. It's really nice because I love also watching on YouTube like hiking videos where people just go on walks in, you know, different forests across the globe, just to see like, oh, they have those kind of like trees over there. Oh, it's weird. Looks cold, looks warm. So this is what we have here. Gorgeous cliffside. All that moss. Little cavey cave for maybe a rabbit. Anyway, gotta keep trudging. So I get to my, sun is setting, by the way. We're gonna get some gorgeous sun from my hillside overlook, BRB, into the golden woods. By the way, people from Bolivia and other places that don't get as cold as this, or, you know, colder. What if I was to tell you that, yeah, it's so cold that my breath is, as you can see, freezing on my face, but I'm still sweaty. Well, the key to everything is to not freeze to death. or even be comfortable where I'm comfortable, is to just have enough layers on. I have long johns, and then I have just a pair of like pants. What are they called? Sweatpants, yeah. And then these snow pants on top. It means that I'm so layered and I'm so dry that when I'm exerting myself here, I'm actually getting sweaty. So fucking hot. So that's good. And the other thing is to keep your feet dry. And the bonus when it is this freezing, oh my god, this is the money shot. Anyway, let me just shut up for a bit. I'll not even talk. You can have this sound and all. Some tracks down there. We're going higher. Anyway, as I was saying, when it gets this cold, the snow is also very dry, so it doesn't stick to your clothes. Oops, I'll do that again so you can see it. Doesn't, fuck, I'll do it again. Just rolls right off, or sticks into creases. But it doesn't get into your shoes if you've secured them properly, and doesn't melt, so your feet don't get wet and freeze. So you're golden. Ooh. That right there is my little perch. Next, what you'll see is POV of me lying, like in that bank, on my tummy, on my stomach with like legs like Jan, and then just looking out over there. Okay, give me a sec. I wouldn't trade this for like 20 degrees in the sun, sitting on a fucking beach or whatever with a martini, whatever it is people drink on beaches. I don't know, sex on the beach, sex on the phone, I'm so alone. I wouldn't even trade this spot right now for the opportunity to sit up here and chill with a beer, although that would be swell. But I don't know, my philosophy in life is just that, you know, if you can't enjoy things around you, you might as well just die. If you actively choose to not see the magic and splendor and amazement around you happening in nature, then what is there? That's just me personally. And that's because of how my brain is wired, partly because of how I'm raised, partly because of where I've grown up, and partly because of the privileges that I've had in life of having a stable home, having a safe place to go, safe place to explore, you know, no hazardous nature. Sure, it gets cold, we have some shit snakes, whatever, but nothing, you know, nothing harmful. Of course, if I was to say that, hey, you starving person in a fucking slum in Bolivia or wherever else, so if Bolivia doesn't have slums, I'm sorry. But anyway, it's like, hey, just, you know, fucking watch the magic around you, dude. Yeah, you might get fucking malaria or bovine, what is the cow disease? Yeah, you might get that, but just look at the beautiful nature around you, man. That's awful to say. But again, I reiterate, because of my circumstances, I choose, and I'm able to choose to just watch every second of life around me with just like, you know, beer goggles on, just like, wow, amazing. And I love it. It works. You got to fake it till you make it. You know, you take a walk in the woods. You're like, I wonder what tree that is. And even if you don't really care, just entertain yourself for a bit, you know? Be like, oh, I wonder if I can, and sort of you can start, as I said, faking it until you making it, and just become really hyped about nature. I just wish everyone was as fortunate as me to be able to just lie here and chill. I want to invite everyone watching this video to come hang out by this frozen lake with me. All right, I'm going to turn the camera around so you get a little better resolution of my view here, okay? Ooh, my index findex is getting a little freezy, so I need to put my gloves back on. Or my other glove as well. I'm just hoping I don't awkwardly slide my phone all the way down to the frozen lake. I can't tell if you can tell what perspectives we have here, but this is where I'm lying. That's a little tumble downwards. Let's tumble some snow down there. We don't have a lot of tumble, actually, because the snow is very light, as you can see. We can get a little tumble if we dig into it a little. and tumble this bad boy down the hill. Nice tumble. Anyway, so it's down there, and then there's a little thing, and then there's like down. In meters, this is maybe, I don't know, 15, 20 meters down to the ice, down to the actual lake. Very, very nice. Could keep going up there, but I'm also very comfortable just here. Okay, let's shut up for a moment. I will shut up for a moment. Let's listen. What do we hear? What do we see? What do you see? What do you hear? Okay. What do you hear? What do you say? That was Paulie Walnuts from Sopranos. Anyway, what do you see, Legolas? Now I will shut up for a moment, okay? Absolutely fucking nothing. Well, I think it's actually getting warmer because it doesn't feel that cold in the air either. I'm saying it's getting warmer. It's not, nothing's happening concretely right now. It's just we've had a spell of cold, minus 20 and below, or more, however you phrase that. If it's colder than minus 20. But it's going to turn around and be significantly warmer starting tomorrow, I think. And you can already sort of feel it in the air. That sucks, honestly, because, as I said, as long as you bundle up, this cold, it's fine. But I heard a noise. Maybe it was a dog owned by a person somewhere taking a walk. Or just watching me from the trees over there. Be like, what the fuck is that weirdo doing? Anyway, so I guess then tomorrow when it gets warmer, it also, like, the blue skies sort of vanish. The blue tint and the snow vanishes because, things get more drab, gray stuff. So it won't be as pretty. But the plus side is it's not going to be as cold inside. Because we live in a, house built in 1948. And it's great. But the heating system is also great, but the house itself is not entirely it's not a concrete block. It lets air in, it lets air out, it breathes. So we get significantly colder temperatures inside when it's minus 20 outside than when it is like minus 5. But, as with everything, you just dress up nice and cozy inside and you're fine. But yeah, this is like the best. Also, when it's summer, I would never lie here like this. Last time I even sat on these rocks in the summer, I got a actual tick on my actual ball sack. That is straight up truth. I fucking sat on these rocks for a little while. Next day or next morning or whatever, I was like, scratchy scratch. Oh no, it's a tick on my balls. So in the wintertime, you can just go wherever. You can just sort of just like roll around. You can hover. Sort of you can fly. It's like you can fly, actually. You can, anywhere you see, you can just go. You don't have to worry about insects, bugs, animals, vegetation, shit, snakes, rash, poison, all sorts of gross stuff. Everything's like, everything is clean and nice and accessible. It's amazing. Anyway, what's over there? What's over there? I'm going to start getting out of here and maybe climb up a higher hill and look at the view from up there. So see you in a bit. Oh, I get some nice sunlight filtering in through the trees. I can't tell. There's like, yeah, there's this. Okay, cliffside. Yeah, hang on. Okay, so I'm on my way up this cliff. There's the cliffside. And throughout the cliffside, there's a big, thick patch of ice. It turns yellow and it runs down the cliffside. It's like poop colored. As my destination is up there. I was just thinking when I was climbing just now that this reminds me of the game which I play a lot, The Long Dark. Sure, a lot of you know The Long Dark. It's a winter-themed survival game. I absolutely recommend it. It's amazing, gorgeous. And I play that in the cold. I play that in like throughout the year pretty much. But one would think that maybe in the summer I'd be like I'd have this romanticized view of winter and be like, oh, I want to play some The Long Dark because I love the sound of the snow and the feel and the atmosphere of when it's really cold. And then actually winter comes and I'm like, fuck this shit. And then I play stuff like Green Hell instead. But actually, I could never get into Green Hell because it wasn't cozy to me. Because maybe Bolivia is like Green Hell. I don't know. But am I a nature racist? Am I a nacist? Because it's like, I feel like my nature, which I've grown up in and stuff, that I'm accustomed to, is like my favorite nature. And then other types of nature around the world, yeah, it's nice, I guess, but it's not for me. I'm not there to stay. It's not mine. That's sort of how I feel about nature as well. Is that bad? I don't think so. I'm a strong believer in that, okay, where you grew up during your formative years has a very formative impact on you as a person. How you grow, how you learn, how you think, how you observe things. How you grow, how you learn, how you think, and how you observe. And to me, it doesn't make sense to, I don't know, find your spirit home across the globe or something if you have no, I don't want to say, or I actually want to say native connection or circumstantial connection to it, but you can't just wander to a territory that has nothing to do with how your brain has started like absorbing things around you, and then be like, yes, this is where I belong. Like maybe on an emotional level, but not on an actual level. That's my gobbledygook of the day. So maybe that explains why if I'm super in tune with nature around me, then I'm also super attuned to surviving in these climates. If you want to look at it like that. And I do, because I'm really hugely into like nature, psychology and stuff. And that's what I find makes sense of my life and my emotions and my triggers in life, what causes anxiety and what doesn't. I've never had a drop of anxiety when I'm in nature. You put me in a room with lights, bright lights, square walls, smooth surfaces, concrete sidewalks, and I get anxiety. Click of a button, I get anxiety from that. Never from this. So I don't know. I'm just an animal. I'm getting actually like sweaty. I'm like, fuck. Ugh. Okay, you gotta keep going. I just sat on a place where a squirrel had landed from yon tree above me. Beautiful. I'm thirsty. You know what Bear Grylls says to that? Scoop up some snow. Not with your bare hands, it's gonna freeze. Put your glove on. Actually, why scoop up snow with your hands when you can scoop it up with your mouth? There's nothing cleaner than clean snow from the heavens above. I forgot, it's fucking cold. Viking snacks. Fuck the Viking shit. You know what? I'm Finnish. My partner, she got me My Heritage DNA thing for Christmas. I can't wait to do it. And it's like, I'm not expecting to be a fucking Viking. Well, fuck that shit, because I'm Finnish, and Finnish people were not Vikings. We were wizards. But also I have German ancestry. My great-grandma was German. A lot of, Finnish, Swedish, half, and then Finnish, German, other half. So I don't know what the hell kind of a concoction I am, but just, geographically, I consider myself extremely Finnish. And by extension, then, if you want to think of yourself as like a heritage, like I'm a Viking, then that doesn't apply to Finnish people. Finnish people were mystics, shamans, and wizards, and I'm totally fine with that. That's what I vibe with. That's what I believe. Okay? I'm not going to get into religion, because fuck all organized religion. Fuck it all. But whatever you feel like you vibe with, if it's truly individual to you, then that's awesome. What Oh yeah, well, part of the Finnish faith and mysticism and stuff is just like being one with nature, and I feel that's what I do. That's what I am. So I don't need to tack on like some try hard Googled version of an old Finnish faith and apply it to myself and live according to that. I was raised to just be merry and jolly and love all things about nature by my dad, pretty much. And that's what I just naturally do. I'm also joined by the king of the woods. Not the god of the woods, the king of the woods. The moose. Hirvi in Finnish. Look, the moose took a little deuce. No, actually pee. Anyway, and it sauntered off here. Or hang on, which? Fuck, no, of course he came from this direction. Because you can see that the footprints are like, yeah, right? See, I'm a master tracker as well. Wow, where have you come from? Where did you go? Cotton Eye Joe, where's there pee in your footprint? Hoof print? Paw print? Moose paws. That's adorable. Anyway, I won't be running into that guy because he went the other direction. But now, okay, we've come to a pretty high place up on the hills, mountains, whatever. Power line, that's real mystic. But now, as the sun is setting, the sky is gonna start turning all Kirby colored, pastel, gorgeous. Can't wait. Sun's setting over there. So it's gonna start turning like lavender, purple, pinkish, and then it goes around peach colored. And then over here we get more orange peach. Then the color balance starts like going like purple, and then it gets dark. And all of that we can see from our windows inside back home of our house. And there's no bit. Let me tell you, there's nothing on TV that beats that. Anyway, here's that weird fucking stone throne that I sit on in my System of a Down Forest cover, playing guitar. Go look that up. It's pretty fun. Production's terrible. This is when I had just one mic for the drums. I could redo a lot of stuff now or I could just make an entire cover album of Toxicity. I could just do it like that. No, I couldn't. I couldn't sing any of it. Pretty much, but maybe I got Serge to do it for me. I don't know. Maybe not. He's busy fucking battling the world. Crystals. Fuck. Okay, I think I found the most beautiful, prettiest spot I could have found. Okay, we got the sun setting over there. Check this out. If I rotate the camera slow enough, maybe the colors will, or the camera will do these colors justice. Not really. We have some really light pink pastels here. This mountain of snow and these trees covered in snow. Basically, the snow of this area is like a very, very light pastel pink. Unless you're just gonna have to take my word for it, unless it shows up on the camera, like it should. But yeah, I mean. And yeah, as I said, this is the southernmost part of Finland. So I know you real hardcore Finns up there in the north, you're like, pfft. But having been to the north many a time with my dad, we used to, when I was still small enough to fit on the back of the motorcycle, we'd drive up there and spend lots of times in the north. And what I was going to say about that was that, the perspective and the depth and stuff is like, it's sort of similar to what you have up in Lapland, because down here in southern Finland, I guess a lot flatter than up there. But where we happen to live, we've got these gorgeous just valleys and, dare I say, mountains. Not really. Oof, I need to get some selfies in this life. But yeah, the sun's gonna start setting proper in a bit. It'll get a little dark, too dark for filming. And I'm gonna try to make it back home before I get eaten by that moose we just saw. I saw 2 loose moose hairs on the snow, by the way. That was cool. I thought about picking them up, and I was like, yeah, well, realistically, A, how will I get these 2 loose moose hairs back home? And 2, what am I going to do with these 2 loose moose hairs? But also, if I collect enough loose moose hairs, I can eventually just make a fucking doll out of them. I don't know, an effigy. But yeah. Look, it looks like a reindeer. Merry Christmas. That's the horns. Or a rabbit, which is like with its ears like. Anyway, making more videos soon. Stay tuned. I love you. Just kidding. One more shot of the sky. And actually, as I was just trekking over this hill, heading back home, and I was thinking, yeah, you know what? I feel inspired now. This is what I want to do for YouTube. This is what I want to do. This is creative on my part. I get to think of commentary. I get to show things that I really like. I get to share parts of my journey throughout this weird world with you guys, who I appreciate very much, and who choose to be here with me. And I feel the creative juices now flowing through me in a way that hasn't really been there since I started getting self-conscious when I was like 20 years old, uploading like 2 covers a day. And then someone left me a comment, was like, whoa, slow down, dude. I don't even have time to watch all your covers because you're uploading so much. And I was like, oh my God, there's a limit to it. And then I've been like thinking like, yeah, I can't seem too desperate. I can't upload too much. I need to play hard to get, and then YouTube will like me, and my subscribers will get pissed off and unsubscribe because I'm always in their subscription feed. But all that is bullshit. So I was just walking thinking like, yeah, awesome. My YouTube career, my YouTube thing turns 18 now. And what have I gotten through it? What is it I want from it? I've gotten actually a lot of stuff from making YouTube videos. I've gotten job offers, band offers. I mean, freaking Jeff Waters from Annihilator 10 years ago when Dave Padden left the band. He contacted me and then called me up, and we had an hour-long discussion. He wanted me to join Annihilator as the lead vocalist and second guitarist, like Dave Padden had been. And I was young. I mean, I was 25 and still young, but I was even younger. I was 25, dealing with my head, hadn't even gotten my ADHD diagnosis, dealing with anxiety, alcohol, just being very uncomfortable, dealing with even being able to walk to the grocery store without freaking out. So there was in no way realistic that I would be able to join a big, huge band, fly around the world. Hadn't been on a plane in ages. As I said, very many struggles in my life. So I had to say no, thank you. And also, I was in Medea already at that point. But yeah, and I think a year prior to that, Nick Menza, the late, rest in peace, late great Megadeth drummer Nick Menza, no, actually Nick Menza, his agent reached out to me and said, hey, Nick wants you to be the vocalist to his, at that time, budding like thrash metal project. And I listened to the material and was like, you know what, man, thank you, but no thanks. But really deep down, it was like, what the I can't, like, as I said, I have struggles just operating, functioning in my daily life, daily routines. There's no way I can pretend to be a fucking rock star and live that kind of life. I can't even walk through an airport. So I was thinking, yeah, I've gotten all these crazy offers through YouTube, and I've turned them down. But this is what I want to do. I want to make just all kinds of stuff for all kinds of people to just watch and have fun, just vibe. Like Jonathan Keeler, he said, you know, my Beaks production video was a vibe, and that's what I'm out for. Or it's a kid say nowadays, that's what I'm here for. I'm here for providing a vibe for you. I'm not here for joining a big band, you know, impressing people, picking up guys or chicks or whatever. I'm just, you know, I want to share my passion for life with you, because I love life and there's so much cool stuff in life that I can just film and put up on YouTube. Yeah! Mystery solved. Anyway, now bye for real. more moose hair. There's so much moose hair. Moose hair, moose hair, moose hair. Okay, I regret actually not starting to pick it up. All the moose hairs, because I could find, oh, this is where they spend the night. Prop down there, take a little dump over there, put some moose hairs over there. Good to go. More poop. Yeah, what's over here? My advice to everyone going through life is just treat it like a video game. Say, hey, what's over there? Okay, so, hey, what's over there? Moose poop. Oh my God, look at this. Moose poop, and some little fucking fox has been like, little chair, leave some for me, brother. No, sir. Oh, that was some moose hair also. Should start picking it up. Make a fucking moose hair brush. Sell it on Etsy. Turn it into a business. Get rich. Frozen poop.